If you open YouTube Shorts or Facebook, you are stepping into a wall of noise. We scroll past a high-velocity stream of clips every single day, consuming a diet of pranks, opinions, and visual chaos. But every so often, a specific image cuts through that static. You see a dog launching itself into a dangerously churning river, swimming with purpose to reach a drowning child. Usually, we process these interactions as fleeting moments. We categorize them as quick hits of dopamine, or file them away as entertaining animal content that fills a few seconds of downtime. This assumption highlights a gap in how we view our place in the world. We live as if we are biologically and socially isolated from nature, but our fascination with these rescues suggests we still feel a deep underlying connection to other species. This interaction represents the empathy exchange, a bidirectional bond of bravery. These viral videos provide visible evidence of an unspoken contract, proving that these rescues are a consistent part of how we relate to one another. Most of these stories begin in the domestic home. It is a quiet, familiar space where humans and pets share a routine, often far removed from the life-or-death stakes of the wild. Yet this is where we see incidents like a cat alerting its owners to a lethal house fire, or a family dog risking itself in a rushing river to save a child. Biologically, we often explain this as expected loyalty. The theory is that domestic animals protect us because they rely on us for food and shelter, a transactional relationship where their survival depends on ours. This scale shows the difference between daily behaviors and what we call active protection. To face a fire or flood, an animal must cognitively override basic survival instincts, choosing to move toward a threat that biology tells them to avoid. These rescues go beyond simple training. They represent a deliberate choice by an animal to face potential destruction to ensure the safety of a human. To see if this bond exists outside of our homes, we have to look at environments we don't control. In the wild, the rules of transactional loyalty no longer apply. Consider the case of an undomesticated squirrel that approached an injured elderly man and actively led rescuers to his location. A wild squirrel has no scheduled meals or human taming. It breaks the food and shelter model. On our chart, removing the rewards of food or shelter leaves a single driver: undomesticated empathy, showing wild animals can identify distress and help. This suggests that cross-species empathy is a recurring behavior across the animal kingdom. It exists independently of human training or domestic influence. The exchange also works in the other direction, even within the most rigid parts of our own society. We see this when police officers, equipped for high-stakes urban duty, stop their work to rescue 11 tiny ducklings trapped in a storm drain. Law enforcement is a mechanism designed strictly to maintain social order and protect human life. It is a role defined by high-pressure, human-centric goals. When these authorities extend that protection to the smallest wildlife, they are applying the same mantle of civic duty to another species. This completes the circle of the empathy exchange. It shows that humans possess the same instinct to protect vulnerable biology, regardless of the species. This loop of behavior is consistent. We see animals reaching out to humans in distress, and humans reaching down to save animals in need. The popularity of these videos points to a collective psychological need. In a world of concrete and digital isolation, they serve as a reminder that we are not moving through this environment alone. Viewing these moments through the lens of a shared contract gives them a different weight. They act as documented instances of a cross-species alliance that persists despite our modern setting. You can honor this bond by recognizing it in your own life. When you encounter animals in your daily routine, remember that the instinct to help and protect is a two-way street.